no plans at all. Evil man's always transcending. Follow like sheep, swallow everything. Always simpletons or pretending.
This is your moment of clarity from LeeCamp.net. The Bradley Manning trial is now underway because he let the world know that the U.S. is clearly guilty of war crimes. And at the same time, Edward Snowden has revealed that the National Security Agency is nearing completion of a full surveillance state in which none of our electronic communications are safe. You take these two cases together, and you see that something very grave is going on. A dark cloud is building over America. And that dark cloud can only be stopped by the strength of the American people standing up together. That dark cloud is, of course, whistleblowing. These did not keep their mouths shut. Jesus Christ, these people are worse than altar boys. Can't keep a secret. Not a one. The Obama administration has prosecuted more government officials for whistleblowing than all previous administrations combined. Clearly, this is because there are more anti-American traitors to stamp out than ever before. And not because the Obama administration has gone off the rails and is abusing power and out of their minds. Of course, that's sarcasm. Bradley Manning saw war crimes being committed, the full-on murder of unarmed innocent civilians, including a Reuters journalist, on video, and he felt the need to tell the world. He felt the need to let the American people decide whether we wanted to support that. And for his brave decision, he may well spend the rest of his life behind bars. Meanwhile, Lindy England, the soldier who piled Iraqis into naked pyramids and dragged them around in dog collars and other things you thought were strictly reserved for the pages of Ann Coulter's tell-all, she spent 521 days in prison. The ringleader, Charles Grainer, was sentenced to 10 years. And I assume the pilots of the helicopter that actually gunned down those civilians have served no time. So we're saying that if you commit war crimes as a soldier, you serve little or no time. But if you reveal war crimes, then you stain on this democracy of hypocrisy. You told people about the dirty we're doing? We're gonna lock you in a tiny cage until you die. Scooter Libby and Karl Rove outed an active CIA agent, not a day in jail. Dick Cheney shot a dude in the face! In the face! With a gun! And the face is like the most important part of a person. With Bradley Manning, as with Edward Snowden, people say they should have shut up and done their jobs, followed orders. You know, there were some trials a long time ago where several guys were accused of really bad shit, and they said, we were just following orders. We were being good soldiers. And the world community decided, not good enough. If you see bad or you're asked to do bad, following orders is no excuse. Those trials were called the Nuremberg trials, and a bunch of Nazis were found guilty of war crimes. So although I'm not a lawyer, it seems to me like Bradley Manning could have been prosecuted under the Nuremberg principles if he had not brought the crimes to the world's attention. And now is when you can do something. Manning and perhaps Snowden will not only be tried in court, they will be tried every day in public opinion. We should all talk about the courage it took for Manning to stand up, talk about the bravery it took for Edward Snowden to throw away a $200,000 a year job, a house in Hawaii, and perhaps his freedom in order to reveal the illegal U.S. surveillance state. 200 grand a year? 200 grand? I could see leaking the if you had a midnight shift over the fryer at McDonald's or a graveyard shift changing the pants on the mannequins at the Big and Tall store, then I understand. But 200 grand in Hawaii just to help the American people regain our freedom? God, that's impressive. I once saw an old lady fall on her face on a sidewalk outside the sports bar I was in, and I didn't help because I didn't want to lose my seat. I had a good angle on the TV. Good angle. I will say one bad thing about whistleblowers, though. Always such negative Nancy's. Have you noticed that? Never a positive word to say. So depressing, whistleblowers. Why not cheer people up for a change instead of always being so glum? You know, why not leak that cookie dough ice cream is very delicious? Or that you saw a bunny rabbit? You know, and instead of always war crimes and fascist governments intrusion in our lives, You ever think of that? You ever think of someone other than yourselves? We're very depressed out here. That's been your moment of clarity from LeeCamp.net. The music here at the end is a complex slate by my friends in the band Schemata Theory. A link to that video is in the description. Keep fighting.